Hello everyone, welcome to McFizzle's Hardcore Survival World, Season 5, Between the Streams 3 and 4, Part 1. I've still got so much stuff to put on here, so I'm splitting this bit up into two so I don't have a 1 hour long video of me digging stuff. So takes place after I've cleared out this area of pillages, and I'm going back to everyone's favorite pastime, digging. So I'm looking for it looks like I'm still looking for diamonds, and I've got a diamond sword. Yeah, so I'm still looking for diamonds, still working on this mine area, and I don't think I'm too far away. I think there's some I don't even think I find that many diamonds in that little mining area. But I'll keep looking. I've given up on the gravel by the looks and the dirt. I'm just pretty much straight up looking for diamonds. And yeah, so I got rid of the doors and the beds in the village up on the surface. And then when you kill the pillagers, they don't start a raid. So that's what I've been doing. Even though... So I don't know what I'm going to do when... if I get a villager farm going, I might just have to knock out all the beds and replace them, I guess, rather than doing a raid. So that's what I'm working with anyway. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot that's happened in that last stream. I honestly don't remember. I think I got a few. I might have got an achievement. I definitely got an achievement for getting the killing the villagers and getting that. I've got a bad feeling about this trophy. I think I got that. I can't see my little man icon, so hey, diamonds! And then I ran out of pickaxe, so I had to go and make another pickaxe. But I think I've got one, two. Yes, so I got more than I need. So, do you know what that means? It means I can make a diamond pickaxe and go back to digging some obsidian, yo. Awesome. Which means I can get this centerpiece hopefully started. But yeah, that's the only reason I stopped doing this digging, was that the pickaxe, I didn't have any diamond tools. So I can get back into that. Because yeah, that was my whole goal off the stream, was to, get my base looking a bit better. And yeah, we're back to it. We're at the bedrock level, so we probably can go down maybe 2 or 3 more blocks. And it looks like I'm right on the edge of the centerpiece poles there. Maybe I have to go a bit, maybe 1 or 2 more layers down, maybe. I think that's what I end up doing, is instead of just digging out 1 layer at a time, I think I just try and go as far as I need to go to be able to finish that centerpiece. So I think it's about 5 blocks. So you'll see I'll go up to the top when I get up there, and I instead of doing 1, I go back a few more blocks. And so that's what I was planning on doing in the future, is going out the 16 blocks that I need to go to, but then it's going to take even longer. So I imagine I'm just going to just do a little bit of digging, so I'm not just doing all the digging all the time. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. I always end up getting bored with things in Minecraft, changing my mind and doing something else. So yeah, hopefully you can see why I didn't do this stuff on the stream. But yeah, I think in the future I probably will just try and I might do a bit of this stuff on the stream just so I don't have to do this again where I'm backlogging, a heap of a lot of these between the streams episodes. I'd like to keep the space on my hard drive and put these up a little bit more frequently, and so I can do a bit more streaming. So it looks like I'm digging up all the holes here, all these random 1 block bits in the bedrock. I was watching a Jablinski Games where he was playing Red Dead Redemption, and he was talking to his wife. I think it was his wife, whoever Taylor is, and he was saying she must have asked him, "Why do you go around looting every single dead body?" And he's like, "I've got obsessive compulsive." Like the character is obsessive compulsive. I totally relate to that because I do the same thing. In Minecraft, in Red Dead, I want to get every single little thing. I highly recommend watching that video. It's really fun watching Jack Black play Red Dead Redemption. It's awesome. Alright, we've done 2 segments of this one, and we're on to segment number 3. I believe this is on my share some files. This is BTS 22, so I've done 22 of these little chunks, which is crazy. I didn't feel like I had that many, but I ended up having about 35, so a lot. But I remember when I was doing one of the other seasons and I was toying about making videos, and it completely filled the entire hard drive and I just had to wipe it because I was never going to get around to editing any of it, and even if I did, I had no room to edit it, so I'm trying to not do that. So I'm heading up to the surface. Wonder what for? Food maybe? No. Oh yeah, kill some pigs. Ah, sand. Maybe I'm after sand. So I'm off looking for a desert, I would say I was looking for, but I didn't find a desert. I found a beach. So to break up the obsidian digging, I did a bit of sweet sand digging. I must have been looking for squid as well, because I need squid for the black ink, so I can make black concrete, which is what I want to make. The centerpiece of the room is going to be a big black tower, well, hole if you will, a commemorative giant hole maybe. So it looks, am I digging here or am I not? I wondered this when I was going through. So I must have gone and got some sand. I must have had some sand in my chest already. And then I was just going to see how much concrete I get from one little ink sack. Found some sweet pumpkins, which I figured, oh, I'm going to need them for the end, because I need to make iron golems in the end. Mow through another cow. And yeah, so I think I'm making concrete here. I've got a fair bit of sand. I must have done that in the stream, the sand harvesting. And there, so I've built my concrete sort of trough, I guess, so that's where I make my concrete. Shout out to Super Dave Gaming who showed me how to do that. And now I'm starting the process of building this I exist commemorative giant hole, which is what the centerpiece is going to be, is a big black hole in the middle of my base. It's going to go all the way to the surface. If you tuned into season 3, I made one similar to this out of bricks, red bricks, and the whole time I was saying I wish I'd made it out of black concrete, and so now I'm finally making it out of black concrete. And it's very strange because you can't really see anything on it. So, and then I thought, well, I've got this huge big column of water, I might as well use it to plant my sugar cane, because I need sugar cane for the enchantment tables. I need them to make books and to make bookcases, so I can make the enchantment room. So I figured I'm going to have to put sand all around the edges of this trough. So that's what I'm doing here, and because it's right on a lava flow, there's a bit of obsidian and stuff that I have to dig out. It was not as efficient as I would have hoped, but eventually I feel like I will make a one of those sugarcane farms, because they're just so efficient when you get them, and you need it for your trading with your clerics and stuff, or your librarians. Paper is it is like gold, much like it is in real life at the moment. Paper, toilet paper. So here we go. I'm putting the sand in. Then I realize I'm probably going to have to put another like a pathway next to it, so I don't I'm not running over the top of my own sugar cane. So we've done all that. We've got our this is what I was just talking about, digging out that pathway. So we're set. Now I just need to start planting or collecting and then planting the sugar cane, making sure it's all nice and well lit. Making more concrete, am I? I think I am. No, going up. So I mustn't have any more ink, or I need more sand. So this is when I start getting the idea, well, if I'm running along this river, I might as well run along the river and see if there's any squid or anything in the river, so I can get the black ink from them. And so I start digging out the sides of the riverbank to make it easier to sort of run along there, which leads to, also find some more sugarcane stuff, this leads to what I do later on, which is I'm going to make a bit more of a pathway along the river. So if I need to go somewhere, I'll go along the river, because I'm going to need lots of black ink. So that way, hopefully, there'll be squid spawning in there regularly. I need to look it up and see if they have optimal conditions for them to spawn and stuff like that. Even I've heard you can make a squid farm, but I haven't done it. I haven't looked into it. Collecting food, also pigs and cows, because I'm also running out of food down there because I've got no farm. And so this is when I start exploring the map a little bit. Instead of sticking around this this pool here, I start collecting a bit of sand along the way. But then I just sort of go, I need the ink sacs. So I decide I'm gonna. I think it's in this video. I decide I need to get about a stack of ink sacs. So I think the quickest way is to just explore the water and just try and get as many of these squid as I can. So I'm start exploring the map a little bit more and just see what's nearby. So there's no jungles, unfortunately, but there's a really nice coral reef I think I find. So I'm killing drowns and sleeping, making sure I don't die. As usual, I run out of room, so I'm trying to get rid of things. So, still exploring this coastline. Somewhere along here, I think, it'll go to normal speed. Here. So this is where I find these sort of things, which I don't even know what you call these, but it has some prismarine in it, which I've never seen on the surface. And I decided to harvest that, and I got the Atlantis achievement, which is really cool. I didn't even know that was an achievement. So yeah, I start collecting this prismarine crystals because I'd like to make some lighting and stuff out of prismarine. So that was pretty cool. And so there's a whole bunch of these areas, a whole bunch of those little things here. But I'm more interested in getting the ink. So you can see I've got 31 ink sacs, so I'm not even halfway to getting the full stack. I needed a lot of ink sacs. So I'm dealing with drowns, hunting squids, clearing out my inventory, sleeping when it's nighttime. And yeah, so here's all this coral reef. Look at it, it's awesome. There's so much coral. So I'm going to be set when I need to do all that stuff. It's relatively safe. I got into a good rhythm of coming up for air, and there's plenty of squids around, but the drowns really blended into the coral, so I occasionally got a bit of a fright. It wasn't too bad. How many am I up to? 46. So yeah, this was good to get out of the cave for a while. See a bit of colour. So plodding along, getting to the odd cow, and I think I find something else along here, if I'm not mistaken. I know I find a deserted village eventually. That's when I'm getting really close to the stack of ink sacs. What am I doing here? Looking around for something. For squid. So I'm not even sure. It's not that far away from my base. Yeah, I'm just planning on doing this pathway as far as I need to go to get the, you know, you know, something to do, and hopefully give me a chance to get some squid, and hopefully they'll just beach themselves and I'll be able to get some, ink sacs for free, basically. So I think this is me starting to try and sort of head home a bit, because I was getting a bit lost and far away. But then I was also like, well, I need to get more ink sacs. I want to get that stack. So I start following this other river. No, not a lot of squid. Got one here and there. It's more sugar cane. And this is the deserted village that I found. And this had lots of good stuff in it. I think the villages are in there somewhere. But it had so much good stuff I had to empty my inventory and collect it. So there's some pumpkins, and there was some bread and stuff, and there was a nice little bay with lots of squid in it, which got me up to my stack. And then I thought, well, I might as well get all of these squid, since I'm going to need probably more, and then once I've gotten rid of them I can start heading home and just collecting any other squid I see along the way for more ink sacs. So yeah, this was a ink gold mine, this little spot. So I think I've gotten rid of them all now. So I'm starting to head home. Getting some more pigs, getting some more pork and steak. And here I am back home. I must have forgot to record a section, so here I am filling in the commemorative giant hole. I should have enough. If I haven't got enough, I'll probably make some more black concrete here. So you can see I had to adjust the trough, because I found out if you put concrete next to sugar cane in the water, it just knocks the sugar cane out, because it removes that water block. So I can only put the sugar cane down one side, and I do the concrete on the other side. So yeah, this is another perfect thing to do off the stream, because it is just, more digging basically. But yeah, you can see what I mean with the black concrete. It's really hard. It becomes very disorienting. You can't really see where you are, like where you're standing and stuff. I've put the torches down just to give me some sort of reference of where I am in the space. But yeah, it really is just a black void. So hopefully when it gets bigger it'll look a bit, I'll have a bit more of a shape to it, because at the moment just sort of like this weird sort of, because it's not even, it's a square, but I start putting walls and stuff, start the sides of the hole, and it sort of makes the shape go a bit strange. So you wouldn't even call it a square. But the sugar cane seems to be growing okay there. So this must be getting pretty close to finishing this the foundation of the hole, and I'm starting on the walls. And if you thought it was disorienting just as the foundation, the walls make it even more disorienting. It's very hard to see. But I think also by the time this is happening, I'm nearly getting the grass has nearly got all the way down to the bottom of the staircase. So I should hopefully be able to start getting the grass to grow on the floor. Alright, so now it looks like I'm back doing the digging out of the hole. So I'm extending the hole. Alright, now this is the scariest moment of the game for me so far. I'm digging along, extending the wall, not really paying attention. Let's see, there's a drop there, and then I fall into a lava pit. I have no idea how deep it is. I'm trying to jump out of the hole. I can't jump out. I start trying to dig the gravel out. I can't dig that out. And then I've managed to pour some water in, and I'm extremely lucky that I didn't die there. I had about 2 hearts left. And here I am just looking at this hole like, oh my god, I nearly just died. And then back to digging. It's like, oh well, didn't die. Might as well keep digging this wall out. So yeah, that's why it's always good to have a bucket of water on you. So I just poured it down, poured it anywhere really, just to see what would happen. And yeah, it's very lucky. It sort of created a little pool and put out the lava and put out me on fire. So yes, saved me that bucket of water, because yeah, if I didn't have the water, I was dead for sure, because I couldn't get out of that hole. So, and I was like, man, I'm so stoked I got that on video, because that would have been really annoying if I died there, especially if it wasn't on video. So anyway, that's long gone now. I'm forgotten all about it, and I'm back to digging. Extending this out, and I think I'm still, I don't know if when I get to the where I start going more than one block, one layer at a time, I start doing multiple layers. That's sort of where I'm at now. So we're getting closer, you know, obviously we're getting closer and closer to where I'm actually up to. I haven't done any streaming since I've been doing all this between the stream stuff. So I'm hopefully going to be finished these between the streams either today or tomorrow most likely, and then I can do a stream, and then I can do some more between the stream stuff, so more mining and neatening up the place. But it sort of worked out okay, because yeah, I haven't been able to get on the PlayStation as much anyway, so it's easier to go on and just edit a video for 10 minutes rather than stream for an hour. I'm just trying to think if there's anything. Doesn't look like there's anything else on this little chunk. I'm on the last bit. I've got about 2 minutes or so left. So thanks for watching. If you're watching these, give me a like and write a comment if you want to see me do some more stuff off the stream. But yeah, it's mostly just this. And if you have any tips on what I can do in the videos, would be good. Like how I can edit them better, or I'd appreciate. I'm sort of limited with. I just have the SHAREfactory, and I have just my little headset that I do the overdubs. Yeah, so any tips would be good. It's much better watching them in 8 times speed, I will say. But I don't think I find anything else in this episode. I'm running out. I don't think I have many more. I think I might have a couple more achievements in the next one. But yeah, okay. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. Enjoy this last bit of digging as I dig my way to the end of the episode. Obsidian digging.